Hey! So I had some slight technical issues. We're at here now. I've decided to take Puvu, the adamant-natured, well, you know, Paris, because of this move, Spore. Spore is gonna really help with catching Pokemon, but obviously Puvu's very weak, so maybe not for a little bit, but I do have the EXP share on her, I'm pretty sure. Yes, I do. And you know what? I think for the sake of having some different people here, I'm gonna swap out Chargely for Umbreon. Anyhow, we're gonna go back to getting Entei and Raikou. I could try and get Puvu to Spore 'em. The problem is she's a much weaker level. And yeah, nobody here has any status moves. I don't know. I can only hope. Okay. Yeah. Look at Raikou here. Oh boy. I think this is a bad idea. No way it outsped it. That just doesn't make any sense. I think just because it always tries to flee. How terribly unlucky to get a turnaround encounter. Yeah, so I think I just need to do that again for Entei, because they're not gonna attack. Clearly. I just realized the repel trick can work with Puvu because they're a higher level than her. So I don't waste encounters trying to get them back here. Puvu can also learn False Swipe later on. Oh yeah, I also got Friend Balls here. So that's what makes her really good. Darn it. Adamant is just kind of the cherry on top, so that she could actually do damage. Now sure, she'll be level 100 eventually, but while she isn't, it's still good to have her be able to do some damage with the False Swipe, especially since it's 40 power. Since they never try any moves without an Arena Trap Pokemon, you know, she's good to stay out in front, mostly. Alright, now I could Spore Entei. This is what, 2 times to the still very low odds? Yeah, it's fine though. Oh! Puvu's evolving off of a Stantler I did not end up catching. There's Actia. We already got one, but you know what? A little more bulk never hurt anyone. How these sleeping Pokemon are running away, I may never know. I've decided to stock up on Ultra Balls after redeeming the money from Mother. I just don't think she's gonna actually buy anything anymore. I want you guys to know something. This isn't the last roaming legendary. Neither of these are. There's one other one, and it's probably just as hard as these ones are, if not a little worse. God, 3! That was the first 3 all day! What do you want, Liz? Hi, Tanya, how are you? Oh, really? Way to waste my time. You know what? A friend's ball. Lower catch rate, sure, but maybe it just wants to be a friend. No, it doesn't. Though I will say it did wiggle once, so maybe it'll wiggle more. No, it didn't wiggle. Maybe Raikou wants to be the friend. Nope, not even a little bit. Oh well, right. You know, I'm honestly believing this is probably the worst encounters in the game. I'm gonna try to get him in Ultra Balls. I sure will try. But I'm honestly thinking the next roaming legendary, I'm just gonna toss that Master Ball. I can tell ya, nothing's gonna get done if I just keep it around. Of course, oh my god, that's the key. Sing their song and they'll do it. They'll get in the ball. Oh my god. Alright, now it's just Raikou. I mean Entei. It's just Entei. All for what? For the Pokemon I already have. Also, I'm pretty sure some of the encounter or the caught Pokemon are lost just because of what happened. I never really explained what happened. So basically, I didn't save. I didn't save at all. So Spinarak, Stantler, I'm pretty sure I had those, but now they're gone. Because I remember doing the Council's Spinarak thing. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Whoa. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Nope, it didn't work this time. He doesn't like the music. At least Raikou did though. So I had to replay getting Suicune, which was honestly super easy. Like, it barely took any balls to get Suicune. So I don't know why these ones are putting up such a fight. Especially when Suicune wasn't sleeping, you know? But yeah, I had to catch Spinarak and Stantler again. In the big video. I'll probably just skip over that. The end video, that is. Though you will see Ariados once we get it. That is something to look forward to, I suppose. Alright, Entei, what do you want? Nope, can't switch. Can't switch out, dude. I don't know. 1, 2. Doesn't like counting very much. I didn't realize the mic influencing capturing of Pokemon. I got that idea from Chugga Conroy. I don't think it actually does. I don't know if it's been disproven, but it doesn't sound real. Oh great. It's just another Spinarak. Whatever name I had last time is gone. Ooh-yee. I just don't care, Arnie. I just don't care. I have an Entei to catch. Oh god, I remembered how much of this struggle the next roaming was. I give it one chance. With an Ultra Ball. And Sleeping Low. But if it doesn't get in that one, Master Ball it is. Okay, Entei, I'm not referring to you. Yeah, I don't know how long I was muted. Just my luck, because he just won't stop faking it. I'd say about only 20% of the time, he's actually really crying. The rest of that time, he's just faking it. Which makes it even more annoying, as you could imagine. 1, 2, 3. Click! Thank you. Thank you very much. No, you don't get a name, you're not a shiny. Wow, look at that! So he specifically came up to my door for no reason, to let it all out. Do you see why this feels targeted? Like as soon as I finally catch it. Anyhow, serious nature, lax nature, and gentle nature. That's what gentle does. Lower defense for higher special defense. That's not good. And wow, this is the exact opposite. And serious is a neutral, so... I suppose that's something. Yeah. I don't think there's enough time in the video. No, I do think there's enough time in the video. What am I saying? Because it was mostly cut around. We're going back to Kanto. All the way to Saffron. This house, I believe. Hi, I heard that you lost your cherished Pokédoll. If I find it, you'll give me a magnet train pass? I'll go find it for you. You think you lost it when you went to Vermilion City? Pardon? I shouldn't decide what you should do, but I'm really worried. What if someone finds it? And I believe we've just discovered our next quest. Off to Vermilion we go. I could walk, but I'd rather not. I'd really rather not. Right into here. Hey. It's a Clefairy. Huh? Alright, it's a Clefairy Pokédoll. I love Clefairy, but I could never catch one, so I'm making do with the Pokédoll that I found. What? The girl who lost this Pokédoll is sad? Oh, okay. Could you take this Pokédoll back to that poor little girl? I'll befriend a real Clefairy on my own one day. Yeah, there's quite a few at Mount Moon. Before you leave, save the game. I know, a little dangerous, but still, I think it makes sense for you to save. Hi, my name is Steven, the champion from the Hoenn region. Have we met before? That's not possible. All the trainers I have battled seem to have the same look. Anyway, especially the ones who gave me tough battles. By the way, have you heard of a Pokemon called Latias? I'm investigating why Latias, a Pokemon from Hoenn, decided to leave Hoenn to come here. Latias is a Pokemon that has a lot to do with Soul Dew and a gem-like orb. Considering the fact that Latias is now in Kanto, it is possible to assume that this has to do with Soul Dew. Latias is a Pokemon that travels a great distance. It'll be difficult to find without any machine to track it with, but any trainer will be drawn to it, won't they? I must go. May our journeys cross again. If you look at your Pokegear, look who's on the map. In SoulSilver, that is Latios. There is a way to get it in HeartGold, but we're not there yet. I'm not even there yet on my personal file. But Latios, if you're into the Battle Frontier, Latios can be used there. It's really good to use there. Psychic Dragon is a pretty hard type to go against as of this time, because fairy types don't exist. And you want a good nature on that Latios. I mean, or you could just shiny hunt it if you want. It's kind of hell to do so, but it's something to consider. I recommend going to Saffron City. Check your Pokegear. Okay. So it's up there. The best place you can reroll for it is not actually in here, because going through these gates doesn't do that. As you can see. Right here. And if it's on this route, this route, this route, or this route, you are fine to go there. But for this route, you need rock climb, and for this route, you need cut. So keep that in mind. Well, I don't have cut, so I'm not gonna go that route. You always want to end the back and forth on Route 7 itself. Because being over here, and like let's say it's on one of these, the instant you go back to Route 7, it's gonna move. It could move to Route 7 specifically, and it could move to one of the other adjacent ones. But it's best you just end it on Route 7 anyways. Just in case it is already there. Alright? She's here. And she is correct. Latias and Latias are one of the few legendaries to have genders. Level 35. A false swipe should bring it all the way down to 1. I told you, I'm giving it one try. But yeah, it's definitely gonna flee. And then a spore. Ah. Well, that's an issue. It's fast enough to run away, or it just has different rules with it. Okay. Well, I should have just thrown a ball then. I had no clue it did that, to be fair. You think it might just be worth going all the way back down, or back to the other place, but nah. Switching right here can be good. On any of the routes, you can do it. I do have rock climb, so I can do that route. You get one, Latias. Don't mess this up. Because I would rather have Latios in the Master Ball. And she messed it up. You ruined a good thing. It's fine, I can get a Latios from, you know, the other game anyways. On this route, you do this. But on Route 8, you can't really do anything. You have to go all the way here, but it's kind of a long trek back to here. So I don't personally believe that's worth it. And again, you always want to end them on the route, not the city or town. Anyways, unless I get really unlucky here with the encounters, we're getting Latias. Here we go. I know I'm also gonna get a Latios here, but it's whatever. I'll work for that thing. But I just can't not be bothered wasting more time on the ones I can get now. It communicates using telepathy. Its body is covered in down that refracts light to make it invisible. It's only 4'7". That's shocking. No, I will not name it. I will gladly finally return that Pokédoll. That's apparently been gone for a while. Oh, come on. I can't just keep running into that stuff.
Yay, that's like the fairy Pokédoll! See the tear right where the arm is sewn on? That's poof! Okay, I'll give you this magnet train pass as I promised. You showed it at the ticket gate to get on the magnet train. The rail company man gave me that when they tore down our old house for the station.
Oh. Dang, didn't know that happened. Ah, screw it, we got a magnet train to ride. I think. I don't know. It's gonna be a really long one. Yeah. Thanks to someone who got the power plant up and running, me. The magnet train is available again. Passengers need to go through the gate for the automatic ticket check. Ping whip. Here's your pass back. This train is about to leave for Goldenrod City. And yeah, that was it. That was all there was to it. We have arrived at Goldenrod. The accent is on the O. No, it's not. Yeah. You don't really get anything out of that. The magnet train was just kind of a leftover thing because, well, it was your only way back to Johto. Back in Gold, Silver, and Crystal. You couldn't fly back. I think you could fly to the Pokemon League. Or maybe it wasn't your only way back. You could fly to the Pokemon League, and the guy who was talking about his Abra that used to teleport you back, it would teleport you back to, I believe, New Bark. But that's all I think. Now you have a different way through Goldenrod, I guess. Because, I can tell ya, Latias didn't exist back in those old versions. That was all you got. And now it just feels like we kind of get nothing. Well, I guess we do get Latias. Whatever. My point is, there's not much of a reason for this. Which is probably why they added Latias on. Latias and Latias on. Yeah, I don't have a reason to be here. I think I'm just gonna take the train again. We need to go back to Kanto. This is not the train thing. We have arrived at Saffron. Saffron. The accent is on the A. It's not Saffron. It's not Goldenrod. We have a few different areas to go to. The power plant, I believe, is one of them. So let's go to Cerulean. But actually, hold on, let's check on this. Latias, naughty nature. Useless. But Latias isn't the good one for the battle tower, is she? Anyhow, I'm sorry to get rid of you, Poo-Poo. Howardman has the HMs. And next time, we'll be going to the power plant and a few other places. So, lightning across the God, like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and have a good day, or else.